Hey everyone, welcome to Am I Cancelled Yet? I'm your host, Danny, and today is a juicy episode because I'm joined by my partner in crime, my sister, Laela.
Hello.
Hi, say something about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name's Laela. I'm Danny's sister, and today I'm going to be joining her for the first time ever on her podcast.
Yes, so, growing up, everyone loved to compare us. Who's prettier, who's skinnier, who's got it better in life. So today, we're laying it all out on the table. Yeah. Hopefully, this won't cause any fights. So let's get into it.
Okay. Let's go.
For the first question.
Scared. Okay. Let's go.
Do you remember the first time you felt we were being compared?
Yeah, I do. I feel like it started at such a young age. Like even growing up, we were already being compared like with everything, whether it's our look, the way we talk, the way we act.
So how did you feel when people
honestly
compare?
I was so young. I didn't even know how to process it. So I would just be like, "Ula, nanchanan, go." And honestly, like I would be like, I wouldn't really pay much attention to it.
Okay, because I remember I didn't really mind it at home because I thought it was normal.
Yeah.
That, Daniel or when she does like artistic stuff, she's more artistic than Laela, like that. Whenever like our parents would make comments. So I didn't really mind that. I thought it was normal. Then I got to school and, me and Laela studied in different schools.
Yes.
So she would visit me during like intrams and stuff like that. And people, my own friends and classmates would be like, your sister's prettier.
I had so many fans. Like it was crazy. Like I felt like a celebrity every time I visited her school, which was like, hello,
Yeah, everyone would be like, oh, Layla's so pretty, like that.
Yeah, I would be
you're, like that. So I'm
like,
gosh. Not you guys making me feel ugly. So
yeah,
there was just like a time where I felt like, what's this? That's when I realized, they're comparing us.
Mm-hmm.
And I never viewed it as like, I was being compared. I hated myself for feeling like this. But it was more like, that's what you're looking at. Like, you're not even looking at, like, I'm bringing my sister here to have fun, to be included, even if we're in different schools. They just wanted to, like,
make you feel bad.
Make me feel bad for no reason. And like they want to say, she's prettier, she's like that. And I'm like, how about you?
Yeah.
How about you?
Before also, like when we were in different schools during that time, I would also bring you.
Yeah.
During like my family day.
Yeah.
You'd come pick me up.
Yeah.
Everybody would say the same thing to you as well. Like, I'm sure you also felt like a celebrity there. Like everybody, oh my gosh, Daniela's sister's here, Daniela's here. And I remember I would have friends also like telling me like, oh my gosh, where's Danny? Oh my god, I love Danny. And I'm just there like, bitch, you never... I can't say the bad words, sorry.
Just go on.
I would just be like, you never even said anything nice about me or to me. And then all of a sudden, like you're looking for my sister. And then, what was that? But like, I would never feel bad about it. But it was just like, what are you doing? Like, that's just what I would feel.
So did the comparisons ever make you feel distant towards me?
No, actually no, because like I wouldn't really think about what they thought. Like I didn't really care. But for me, it was more of like what made me feel distant towards you was not the comparisons of other people. It was because I didn't care about what they really thought genuinely, or like I didn't put much thought into it. What affected me or what made me feel that way was what you thought and what you said.
Yeah. So just a little backstory, guys. I was going through so much also. So I couldn't be the best sister as someone expected me to be.
Dude, like, what the heck was that? Like,
oh my goodness. I can't even. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Okay, so do you feel like there were times that I've had it easier because just of how people viewed us?
It depends where. Okay. Like, I feel like in different industries, yes. But in other industries...
Like, what other industries?
No. Like, for me, like, the influencer world.
Okay.
It was definitely, like, they were more... Like, mas matagad sila nimo. Like, kaysa na...
Okay, but that's not because of me being me. It's because I post a lot. I post like crazy. And then I love editing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a frustrated film director because that's actually the path I wanted to take in life, but I didn't. So I express that frustration with content creating.
Yes.
So if I have ideas, if I have like pegs that I want for my videos, I have that there. So I post a lot. You don't really.
I don't really post, that's true. But it was just like, they didn't have to treat me like that also. You know, like there are some brands that they are nice to the both of us. Like they should be nice to everyone. Like not fake, okay? But like for me, I just felt like, why are you being so rude to me just because I'm not the content creator or the influencer here? So, but then now what's so ironic is that now that like I have like a little following here in the city, I guess.
Yeah.
Like now they're also being nice to me. And like, it's just like the contrast is crazy because it's like, I know you don't treat people like this, but then now here you are. So it's just like,
okay, but how did being compared to like shape you today or affect you?
oh, I feel like it made me much more competitive. Not against you, but like with myself. Like, dude, no, because I feel like it started in like a lot of things, like with football. Like you would bully me in the field. You would like bully. Dude, I had a bully at home, my own at home bully. Nobody could out bully me in school because I already had one at home. Like nothing could beat. It was actually crazy. Like, now we should talk about that. Like some of the things that would happen.
Yeah.
Guys, one time,
Tell them.
Oto juga ko, like I would believe everything my older sister said because you know in my mind, like she was an influencer, like she was the like OG influencer in my life. So everything she said was like, oh my gosh, everything she did was like, I have to also do, you know. So for me, when she would tell me to eat the Milo in milk, I'll eat it, right? I had no idea that she would put dog food.
No, you ate the dog food.
No, you did not. She put like you see the Milo cereal. The Milo cereals are like round. She put that in a bowl and she made me eat it. And you know what? My sister has never fed me in my entire life. I should have realized like, something fishy. But no, I really thought, oh, she's feeding me and she's never fed me her whole life. That's just really like cereal. I eat it.
Lami.
Why lami? What do you lami, dude? And it was like,
Bisang ganahan.
you know, like cereal is like hollow, right? This one was not hollow. Like it was like, something wrong. Something was wrong.
Hi.
So that was one of the things. So I felt like that's why, like in everything that I did, like, no, because you would also tell me like, oh, you know, like there would be, you made a song, you would be holding me like that. And you would tell me like, you can't reach me because I have longer hands. And you had a song. Do you remember that song?
What song?
You made a
You're
song.
making stuff up.
Every time she would hold me like
stuff
that.
up.
Every time she would hold me like that, guys. And yeah. So for example, like she's holding me like that. And I'm trying to reach her, okay? So I'm myself now. I'm like trying to reach her like that. And I can't reach her Jen, because like she was 3 years old. She's 3 years older than me. So during like when you're a kid, that's like a lot. And so I really can't reach her. And then she would make this song like, see, you really can't reach me because I got very long hands. You don't remember that? I remember it in the back of, I remember it so well. Like, that was intense. So with everything, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to get taller, like my arms have to get longer so I can reach, like, because Luya, good na ko. Like,
and you are taller now.
yeah, I am taller now, thank God, guys, because can you imagine if she was still taller than me, maunsa ka ako ron. Can you imagine? So I feel like with everything, like when it came to that, like I was like, oh my gosh, I have to be taller. I kept stretching. I would be stretching all the time. Now I kind of stopped. Now when I was a bit taller than you, I kind of stopped, but I should have continued now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So that's what made me like so competitive, not with you, but like with myself. Like I just have to. Like the teachers would compare us because I ended up transferring to her old school, like to the school that she went to as well, and like the teachers would already be like,
As a student.
yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't the best student, guys. Like, I'd be bullying people, I'd be fighting people, and, you know, I was in the varsity team, so we have, like, special perks, and one of the perks was we could skip exams and just go to games, and then whatever exams I missed that day, it's perfect. And then whenever I skip classes for practice, with my group mates, with my classmates, I tell them, "Hoy, we're winning championships. I can't be in school." Like it was like jock behavior. I was like, "I can't be here. Can you do my work? Can you do my work?" And I would pay my classmates. I think it's okay to admit that now, the bribery.
I've never ever done that in my life. I'm not even joking. Like when I say that, I've never paid someone to do my work.
I used to do that a lot, and
I don't think so. Yeah.
I used to do that a lot. Some of the classmates would abuse me. They'd ask for more, like 200.
Mahal.
Instead of 100, they said, "Uy, pila na ka days imong na-miss." I'm like, "Okay, here." So I would just pay people to do my stuff. So I didn't have the best grades, and I would take advantage of that I was in the varsity, so the teachers would pull my grades up.
Okay.
So basically failing, always failing, I'm barely in class, I'm absent. Yeah, so I wasn't the best student.
Yeah. So that's why when I ended up going to your school, to that school that you were also in, all the teachers were already like, "Oh no, like there's another one.
Yes.
There's another one, and she's gonna give us hell." Which I kind of did. Like I feel like,
Not compared to...
but nothing compared to that. So that's why if they were to compare it, it wasn't as bad. But it was like there were times that it was pretty bad, but it just wasn't.
No,
that
it really
level.
wasn't. They couldn't compare it because I would straight up be fighting teachers, be fighting my classmates. I'd be talking back to the teachers in front of my classmates.
I've tried that though, but it's like I would not that level.
No,
Genuinely
I'd
not
be
that
fighting
level.
them.
Yeah.
And then the teachers would cry because of me. They would go to like the guidance counselor and then report me there, to the point that I donated toys to the guidance office. And whenever I'm there, they're like, "Oh, Miss Borromeo, you sleep there na." I'll just sleep in the guidance office. They're like, "This teacher complained about you. Why did this teacher cry? Why did this?" I don't know. Then I'm just lying down there playing with the toys. And it was so chill for me to be there. Yeah.
For me, like I would also be called a lot, but it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't like that. Like I feel like there were times where it was bad, but I think when it was bad, like it would just be like once, twice, but it would be major. Yours was like a lot, so maybe that's why. But no, like with everything, like even with grades, like we would be compared with that. So I had to make sure that like I had to step it up. Like because I would think about like how we were raised. Like we were not raised that way. Like I don't know what's going on with us. Like I don't know what's going on. So that's why I was like, I gotta do something. So,
Talking about like childhood, do you think mom and dad compared us?
I'm sure they would,
Like
but
purposefully and unknowingly?
maybe unknowingly, more on unknowingly. But like they would never like purposely like put one down or compare us to the other like that, like make us genuinely feel so bad. They would never do that. So I feel like that's kind of why I never really, and whenever I would tell dad like, "Oh, this is how I feel," like that, like my dad would be like, like, you know what, like, so for like not dismissing me, but like just like making me know like it's not, I shouldn't take it so personally. So I think that really did help. Also mom, like she wouldn't really like do that. So mommy and daddy were good when it came to that.
Do you think we get compared to more with the boys? Guys comparing us, guys making comparison.
Yeah, and it's really gross. It's really gross.
I think it's worse with the guys. Like we actually get objectified.
Yeah.
And it's not even just because of me and Laela, but I remember before, because we were into soccer, right? I
Yeah.
really remember a guy filmed me running and made it slow-mo. "Look, Dan, I filmed you."
Oh my god. I can't believe he told you.
Yeah, and I'm like, "What's this?" And then you should take it as a compliment because, the girls in your high school don't have boobs. It's just weird.
That's really
And then they would say, "Oh, Layla's are bigger."
ew, I hate that. I really hate that.
Do you think it's worse with the guys comparing us?
That's just disgusting, honestly. Like, ew. Like, kaluod, uy, luod jud kaayo.
How do you feel about it?
Gross. Like, there's not, I don't even want to say anything about that. Like, ew, get away. Ew, shoo, shoo, shoo.
Like, you don't want to entertain
You
it.
don't want to entertain it. It's like, Oh, you also, but I will say though, like something I don't understand when people do that is really like, why are you so ignorant when it comes to that? Like, I don't understand. Like, what was your mom feeding you with when you were a child? Nga nang ignorante kay ka? Like, nga nang ignorante kay mo? Like, make it make sense. So that's why every time I would go to that school, I would also like play soccer. I would be playing soccer or futsal. Whenever the ball would roll to that area, and then like there's so many guys like watching, like they would be on the sidelines, there would be people sitting, there would be people squatting, there'd be people kneeling, and there'd be people standing, and it was just like a whole crowd surrounding like where we would play. Whenever the ball would like roll towards that area, I wouldn't even run. I wouldn't even try to run. And my coach would end up getting mad at me, like, run, like go after the ball. But I would just be like, I couldn't. Like, I'm not about to have like like 100 people looking at me like that. And then, for example, the ball would be out, like especially in futsal, you'd have to do a kick in, right?
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't even really move
And you
back.
have to bend, right?
You have to bend, and they wouldn't really like move back. They would just be there. So that's why, as much as possible, like I really wouldn't even run. But then when after their break, they would go back to class. That's when I would get my playback. Like I would play way better. I would run, sprint everywhere. But whenever there would be a crowd of dudes, I wouldn't even bother. So it looked like I was so banga in front of them, but I didn't really care. I'm not there to impress them. I don't want them to even look. Yeah.
There's something I just really want to know. Who do you think is the funnier sister?
You. I feel like intentionally you are funnier.
Intentionally? I'm not trying to be funny, guys. No. I don't try to be funny. No.
Like you can make jokes, that's funny. You can make like this, that's funny.
The thing is, I'm not even really joking. When I make comments like that, people are like, you're so funny. It wasn't a joke. I meant that when I said that. Hence the name, am I cancelled yet?
Okay.
Because people always like, they're like, are you allowed to say that? That's very cancelable. I meant to say that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But I think people would view it that way. But if we're together and we're both like acting crazy.
Yeah. It depends on my mood. You're like how I...
Very moody.
Yeah, I'm very moody. I don't know.
It will depend. Sometimes we're all lit, having fun, and out of the blue, she's like,
I want to go home.
like, tanga, lira sa gilid.
But you're also like that. At least me, guys, magtanga ako. Siya, di siya magtanga. She's gonna make it everyone's problem.
Yes, everyone has to like, it's a fit. I'm gonna throw a fit. So while everyone's having fun, I'm like,
Like,
I want to go home. Yeah. And magyaw-yaw ako. And Layla's like, oh my gosh, there was this one time we partied. We were in Manila. We were partying, and this one was like, we're not in Manila all the time. We should party hard. It was like 4 a.m. And then by this time, I was sober. I wasn't drinking. And Layla was like, like having fun already. And then I was like, I'm going to go home. And I was like, I'm going to go. I was outside booking a Grab at like 4 a.m., 4:30. And Layla was like, you're not having fun? You're not having fun? You should have fun.
that was inside. That was
And I
inside.
said, no, I'm not having fun. Do I look like I'm having fun? I said, I'm so tired. She said, oh, it's okay. Just sleep. Or she pointed to the couch. Just sleep. Go to sleep. And I was looking at her like,
That's something I would do though, because I can like sleep anywhere. A rock concert, I can sleep there.
really, you're gonna sleep in the club?
I tried that. I never tried sleeping in the club, but I tried sleeping in a very loud place.
But in the club right now,
I think I would.
no, I wouldn't. Imagine if someone just pukes on you. Yeah, and you don't want to sleep there. So I don't know. I don't know about that.
It really depends.
It depends. It depends on the mood. It depends on who's asking. Because some people don't find me funny. They're like, oh, she's just rude and arrogant. But some people find Layla much more funnier when it comes to like being funny, acting funny. Like,
Oh my god. And that's not a good thing at all.
it is. Like, you're not shy to act a certain way
Ah, okay.
when you're with your friends.
Makes sense.
When you're with your friends, like other people are like, ayaw, nakangatan, kumukuan, kaya people are looking.
Yeah.
But us, we don't get shy like that. So who's more likely to cry at a movie?
Me.
Yeah, you're always crying.
I'm always crying.
Is that because you're a water sign?
I rebuke that. I rebuke. I am emotional.
I know the answer to this already, but just so everyone knows, who takes longer to get ready?
You. Just kidding. It's me. I take forever to get ready.
So, ang pangutanong nako, nganong dugay kay ka? What do you do in the CR?
I don't even know. Like, I think it's genetic.
No?
Mom takes forever to get ready.
Hours?
Yes.
No?
My mom takes forever to get ready. My dad takes 5 seconds to get ready. I got it from my mom. It's genetic. It got passed down to me. You probably just don't have that gene.
I can get ready in like 5 minutes.
Oh, so you got dad's gene.
But then I can also take long. Like, It depends.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, even if I get ready 2 hours before,
She's still late.
I have no idea. Like, I don't know. I really have no clue.
You know, I would really be like listening to you sometimes to listen to what you're doing because I can hear the shower. When
Okay.
you're showering, okay, naligo ni siya.
Okay.
After that, usually I could hear like makeups moving.
Okay.
I could hear. But there are times it's quiet. Or sometimes I could hear your phone, like you're on your phone. Okay, I understand. But when you're just quiet, unsa naman sad ni siya?
It really depends. Like, sometimes.
No sense of urgency at all. I would be knocking, Laela, gato na. Huh? Okay. Galangay-langay na sad ni siya. And she's not like that when it comes to her events.
No, I
When it comes to her events, she's like, we have to go. I already said we're gonna get ready at 3 p.m. and then you're not yet. And it's me taking long, grabe mo yaw. And I believe.
Oy, that's not true. That is not true. That is more her good. Like, what? No. For me, though, it really has to be scheduled na lang. Like, I have to get ready, like, if I know I'm gonna have an event at 5, I have to get ready, like, at 1 p.m. So that's why everybody has to be on my schedule, because if that gets messed up, we're gonna be late, because I'm gonna be late. So it's like, we have to stick to this, or we're gonna arrive like 2 hours later.
So now, who's more maarte?
Depends.
With what?
With what? Like, for me, in terms of things, maybe me. Like, I want like this. It has to, like, I would rather have like this.
Makeup
Like-
or brand?
Yeah, like this kind of makeup brand compared to this, because I feel like the quality and like you're getting like a good amount for your money. I feel like I don't mind like riding a motorcycle. I don't mind riding that kind of stuff. You wouldn't, and you wouldn't. I feel like you would not survive like eating with your hands.
I've tried.
I know that you've tried, but there was like one time. Okay, so you know how like we played sports very competitively, right? Like me and her. One time we were in regionals with the whole team. We were sleeping there for like a week in a public school. We're all supposed to bring plastic cups, paper plates. You know what she brings? Why don't you tell them what you brought?
Tell them, because you love telling them.
She brings a ceramic plate and a glass cup. Crystal glass. And spoon and fork that looked so out of place where we were. And I was like, I didn't want to bring paper plate because I find that like to be so wasteful. Like, if we're gonna have to throw, you know. So what I brought was a reusable like container, like a lunchbox, and that's what I would eat there, and then I would wash it. I just don't understand, like, zero survival skills. What is that? Yeah, so in terms of being maarte, in terms of life, it would be you.
That's all. That's all. With that, who's more kuripot and who's more gastador?
Kuripot is different.
Kuripot,
Who's more tihik and who's more...
gasto.
Okay. Tihik, gastador. Yeah.
Yeah, I find myself not really spending that much on certain things that you usually would.
Yeah.
Although I spend, but it's not like, I always think, what's the point if I'll buy this and spend that much if I could, like, it goes with the makeup, right? Like, there are certain brands that I feel like it's the same quality or it's of good quality compared to like a 2,500 lipstick compared to 250. Why not? And
Yeah.
it still looks good. Because for me, it's how you wear it and
Yeah.
it's how long it lasts. Lasts on like, oh, because when you were walking around, oh my gosh, she's wearing a Dior lippy. Oh my gosh, she's wearing like Charlotte Tilbury powder. Like, it's not really that. Only when you're getting ready and you purposely post that people like, oh my gosh, it's Charlotte Tilbury. Like,
Yeah.
people are conscious about the brands. But me, I feel like there are some people who use those things and it's the same face.
But I feel like though, for me, I wouldn't mind spending that much on one product. Like, you notice, like, my products are usually like, I have one of each. Like, it's not really like
Like,
I have so many things. For you though, do you have like, you kind of have, okay, it's like cheaper, but there's a lot. So for me, that's why I would rather just buy one. And okay, it's expensive, but it's just one. Yours is like, there's so many and it's cheap. When you add it all up, it's like basically the same amount already.
With me also, I feel like I do have cheap ones, but that's for every day.
Okay.
I don't want to keep using the expensive one every day.
Okay.
And I'm using it every day na mahurot.
Okay.
So I use that on like special occasions. So there are expensive ones, but it's like, I just keep it. And then they end up getting expired.
Yeah.
If we were both allowed to switch lives for a day, What's the first thing you're gonna do when you're in my body?
If we ever switched, the first thing that I would do is get your phone
What?
and block every guy on your phone.
Every guy?
That's what I would do.
Every guy? I think that's too much.
Every guy. I know it's your show, but let me just ask, like,
Why? What?
you know, that we get compared with that, like the type of people we surround ourselves with. Why do you do that to yourself? Why do you end up hanging out with the most diabolical people?
I feel like it's come to a point where been through like so many friendships and relationships with horrible people, and it's like it's becoming impossible nga. Sila na lang tanan, you're not the problem. You're clearly the problem, and they've used that against me. Oh, you're crazy, you're a psycho, because sila na lang tanan ang crazy. Like, it just fit their narrative that I already have that because of crazy exes, crazy ex-friends who've used that against me. Oh, she's crazy, she's a psycho. And it fit their narrative. So whenever people ask what went wrong, even if in terms of being crazy, acting crazy, I could have been worse with how everything they've done. And we'll talk about that on another episode. That's what I've been known for the problematic people I've been with. And I don't know, I feel like there was a lot of trauma, a lot of drama also. So I was dealing with all of that. So I couldn't really focus on being the least of my problems, being a good sister.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was going through my own things, and I was also a girl. I was also a kid, and so much has been like dumped onto me by the family, by certain people in my life, and then it was just dumped there. And you still expected me to be a kid. You still expected me to be a decent human being. So I feel like I found that brokenness. It attracted broken people also.
Okay.
But I also won't deny that it takes one to know one. So the reason why those friendships, those relationships fostered is because there was something toxic in me attracting these people. It was only when I started like fixing myself, cutting people off, cutting out certain habits, that also those people were going away.
Okay.
So that's what you do. You would get my phone and block.
Yeah, if we were to switch, I would be on my phone because that's mine now, and I would block them all one by one, just like
Not all.
all,
No, not
all,
No.
all.
No.
What about you? What would you do?
I would do like what a sister would do. Like I would do everything you usually do,
Okay.
but
Like what?
all in that day. So tennis, your work. What else do you do? Gym, Pilates. I'll do it all in one day para kapuyon siya. So the next day, you'll be like, kapuya, oy, anong kapuya mo? Like,
Why would you do that? Like, why?
It's just so funny.
I don't think you would survive anyway because my work is really tiring and you'll be complaining na.
Yeah, but that's why I'll complain. I will cause trouble in work. Then she'll be like, kapuya, wait, why am I under probation na? Why am I like getting risk of being fired? Oh, because maano day. So that's what conspired the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So you think you'll survive longer on a deserted island?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think, I mean, if you compare it, okay, like, let's just look at the patterns. A lock and lock during regionals versus a ceramic can be broken.
Okay. So you think you have the ability to kill someone right then and there?
Why would I kill someone?
It's a deserted island.
When it's deserted. Deserted gani. Why tao?
No, you think you could kill someone? Because I feel like I could. Like on the spot right now, I could kill somebody right now. I could kill somebody right now.
Oh my gosh. You gotta revive.
I could feel like that's my survival skill. Like right here, right now, I could really kill
Okay.
somebody.
But okay, let me ask you. Okay, you can kill somebody. Okay, so if there were like cannibals on the island, I guess, and then they're gonna be there, and then you're gonna kill them to protect yourself.
Yes.
Do you know how to cook?
I will cook them.
Do you know how to cook?
I know how.
How will you cook them?
That's why on the deserted island, I don't know. With the fire, you know how to start a fire with wood.
There's probably
Okay, bow.
No, I don't know how to do that.
So
I
you couldn't kill someone to eat. You don't know how to start a fire. At least I can eat them raw. I think I could.
You know what? Here's the thing. Okay, guys, you compare for yourselves. I was thinking in the deserted island, I was thinking tigers, mango trees, coconut trees, not cannibals and killing people. So there's the difference, okay? If we're in a
So you could kill a tiger.
no, I will make the tiger my pet. And the tiger will, like Maui. No. Mowgli, like Mowgli or something. That's what I would do. No, but not just that.
And I'm the crazy one.
Guys,
Okay, make the
guys,
tiger your pet.
I can climb a tree. Can you climb a tree?
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
I keep
Guys.
climbing in the tambis tree.
You would not ever climb the tambis
I
tree.
would climb the tambis tree.
Dili, uy. Ako, makat-kat ko sa mango tree na mo. I would climb.
Kasayon ato katkaton.
I could climb a roof. You couldn't really be there.
I'll be in the roof.
Would you jump to the fish
Why
pond?
would I jump in the fish pond?
Everybody in the house is doing it. See, you would never.
There's no need to, but I feel like if the need arises, I could.
You can't even jump when we went there. You couldn't even jump off like a small cliff.
What it doesn't mean, just because I can't jump off a cliff doesn't mean I'm gonna die.
Okay, so what if
and
the
I can't
cannibals?
survive.
Okay, so in your deserted island there are cannibals, right? So what if gigukod ka sa mga cannibals, and then the only way there's like a cliff and then there's water there.
And then walay bato sa ubos.
I don't know. You can't. I don't know.
Oh, so you're still gonna die. If I'm gonna die, then I'll just be with the cannibals. At least they can use my body.
Okay.
And they could eat me, they could feed their
See,
young.
so in short, dili siya makasurvive.
Then if I jump and I die, I'm still gonna not survive.
Who said that? You're in a deserted island. And you know what? That's the thing. Like, you're in a deserted island. I was thinking just pick up a mango. Duh. Eat some fruits.
Okay. I can do that.
Have a coconut. You already talked about in your desert.
You know how to open a coconut.
I would just book it like that. Open it. Duh.
Okay.
I could climb a tree. But something I would hate though, like, it happened to me in the guava tree before, like, we would go climbing up the trees in our house. I really hated like centipede, no, or like the fluffy caterpillar.
Tilas.
I hated tilas, dude. Like, I hate tilas. And mosquitoes. That would be my mortal enemy, not the cannibals.
After all the comparisons, okay, what's one thing you want people to know as a group, a package, sisters, and separately?
As a package, we are both very different. So, but at the same time, we have similarities. We're very alike also. So, yeah, for you, what would make us different and what would make us alike?
We're very alike in the sense that our personalities are strong.
Okay.
That's why it clashes sometimes.
Okay.
Because we're both strong personalities. It's not like, you see these, like, what I've noticed with other sister, sibling dynamics with my other friends, like, na ay leader nila.
But that was before. It took a while for me to be strong personality. I was the weaker one.
Which I think, it's not really like, it's because about me. It's not because I'm like that. It's like, that's just how siblings are.
Yeah, I feel like
I see, and I grew up, I dealt with so much, things you didn't even see, things you didn't even know. So I had to be strong, and I feel like a lot of that trauma was dumped onto me as an older sibling, and a lot of older siblings can relate to this.
Yes, but then now the traumatized older sibling is traumatizing the younger sibling.
Yeah, it's a cycle. Another thing is, how do you want to break that cycle with the next generation, with our next generations to come?
How do we break that cycle? I would just say, like, honestly, number one, not to trauma dump on your children, or like not allow family members to put those problems onto the children. I don't really think that was our main issue. Like, nobody was really trauma dumping like that, but it was just like expecting the child or like a kid better.
Yeah. I think one way it would break the cycle is you have to fix yourself also. That way you don't trauma dump.
Yeah.
And then it's not like one size fits all with every situation, because every child is different also. Instead of comparing, because there are really some differences, you notice, like this child is much more creative, this one is much more athletic. It will be so unfair to say you're both the same, you're both exactly the same, because there's beauty in individuality, and there's beauty in like differences. But when you're using it against each other now, when you're pitting kids, people, individuals against each other na, like, oh, mas guwapa mo ni kaysa nimo, mas kuan mo ni kaysa nimo. I feel like everyone has their strengths.
Yeah.
And then you could like lift them up by emphasizing those strengths. Like, okay, you're not that athletic, but your brain is so smart, you're so quick. And then in terms of sports, instead of like focusing on gusto ka mag basketball siya, gusto ka, but then he turns out he's good with tennis. he's good with it. So you lift them up there in those aspects.
I feel like that's also something that I would do. Like, instead of comparing, you use that to motivate the other one to do better in what they do also. Like, you don't have to compare, you don't have to put one down, you don't have to make one feel bad, but you can always use that to inspire the other person. Like, look, she's doing well here, you can try, you can do like this. Like, you should just give them a chance to like inspire each other and
or like
each other,
to push each other, like, or to help each other, like, oh, your sister's better with this, ask her how she does it.
Yeah.
Or you teach her also how to do this, do that.
Yeah.
I think it would go both ways. Instead of like the typical like Filipino culture, you know, where they really pit people against each other. And there's something good about it. Nga murag, mas guwapa lagi na kaysa nimo, mas kuha lang. They wanna say something good to make you feel bad just for no reason. I don't see the point in it good when they say stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my resentment isn't with you. Like, so they think she's prettier. They think it's not like that. It's like, why do you have to bring that up? If only you knew, like, don't you know the things you have to go through? Don't you know, like, there's more to us than just being what you think we are?
Yeah. And I find that so crazy also, like, for people to say. That's why I never really paid much attention to it, because I would just be like, especially when they really like make me feel like, or one of us feel like, oh, mas gwapa ning usa, oh, mas ingani ning usa, mas like this ang usa. Wala ra jud.
It would get so bad sometimes, because before, I remember there were even people who would message me on fake accounts.
Really?
Like, you're the uglier sister.
Really?
Yeah. On fake accounts. And then like, oh, masikat si Laela kaysa nimo. Like that. Stuff like that.
You were always like the more out there one. You were always like the more famous one.
I don't know.
You were always the famous one. And even until now, like, I feel like you still are.
No, because you've gotten viral a couple times na.
Yeah, I did go viral. I just for like the most random reason too, like, which I think is a good thing. Like, okay, like I went viral, like, unintentionally. That's a great thing. I'm happy about it. But it's like, I still think like in terms of,
especially when it's so visible now, like the follower count, the like this. I mean, I'm not really fazed by that, because if I wanted more, I could have just purchased more. Like, some people, they just want to buy.
yeah.
And then it's hard to get authentic followers, especially, it's one of the easiest ways is when you get viral, when you get like a super like trendy content, or you get like famous for something.
Yeah.
It's easier. Like, when people just want to follow you, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
That's why people end up buying. Me, I don't want to do that. That's why I pride myself in not buying.
Yeah, same. I've never bought like my followers. Like right now, I haven't been posting much.
Yeah.
Because I've really been so busy with work. Like, that's really where I am right now. And that's okay. Like, it's not a big deal to me that like I lost like I think like 200 followers or 300 followers already. It's not a big deal. Like, for me, it never mattered to me, because I was always compared with that. Like, before, I only had like what, a couple hundred, and then you had like thousands of followers. So, and people would compare already, like, even with that. And I would just be like,
that's the thing. Like, oh, mas guwapa siya because mas daghan siya followers. They would base it on that, not knowing that there was effort behind those followers. Like, oh, you went trending. You were trending with your Halloween costume. Nicki Minaj reposted you. So it's like they don't know the story behind that, and they immediately base it up. Kay mas guwapa mong good ni.
I feel
She
like
posts like this. She's like that.
yours was more of like, you would really like make content ever since before. Like, even high school days, you would be making, you were famous in school. Like, you would be famous in schools. And I remember like you posted videos, right? Like, you would be making videos now even since then. And me before, I was super private. Like, I hated that. I hated like posting. No, I remember that. Like, I hated it so much. I didn't want to be seen. I genuinely was terrified of like.
So that's another thing. Like, when I started like with content creating, right? You would later on realize, hala, there's money in it, man. So you also started posting.
But that took a while.
Yeah, it took a while. But the difference is you ventured more into beauty and lifestyle. So even if it's the same, there's still a difference, and you're able to make it your own. So it's not like you're trying to copy, you're trying to whatever. Because there are brands that reach out to you that don't reach out to me.
Yeah.
There are brands that reach out to me that don't reach out to you. So the brands themselves, the marketing associates themselves, they even see the individuality in it. So I like that a lot of brands do that. Like, oh, just because they're sisters doesn't mean this one is more into food, into laag-laag. This one is more into like events and makeup.
Yeah.
Like that. All right. So for the next question, what's your favorite thing about having me as a sister?
Oh my gosh.
Is there?
Let me think. Wait, what's my favorite thing about you being my sister? I can ask you about anything because you've lived like, I feel like so many lives. Like you've been through it all. So I feel like when I ask you something that isn't work related, of course, you know, like you would know, like, oh, how do I deal with like this toxic friend? How do I deal with like this toxic suitor? Like you would know from experience already, and you would. For me, I feel like what really helped me a lot, like in even that, like we get compared with that, like Kanisha makes better decisions, and this other one doesn't make the best decisions. We get compared with that.
Yeah.
Which there are times like it's true. Like at my core, like, I even be telling her, like I would be telling her, like even since we were kids, like I don't think you should do this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't like this, like that, like that. But as we got older, it really did save me from a lot of. It saved me from a lot of wrong decisions because I saw how it affected you. Like if I were to do this, my sister already did this, and this is what happened to her. This is how she felt. This is what she had to go through because she did that. So it really did, because I saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, like I think that's a good thing about having you as my sister also, because I can ask you, you would have something to say about it, and then like I could learn from your experience, whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. Like the fact that I'm learning from your experience, some good came out of it because you saved me from a lot of trouble, basically. Yeah.
Me, the best part I would say is like I could rely on you.
Okay.
My life has been a series of up and downs with my friendships, with my relationships. Like, but you were a constant.
Okay.
No?
Yeah.
Kilig na! So you were a constant friend, a constant like that. And there are times I feel like we're never gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Ever. So thankfully,
I don't even know why you thought that. Like in my mind, in my baby mind, like I was like, oh my gosh, we're best friends. And then you think like that.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why also. But I feel like now I realize that, oh, I can rely on you through anything. If I need something, you're there. If I need this, you're there. So I feel like that's what helped me later on when I was like getting rid of people, getting rid of friends. I'm like, oh, at least Laela's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to wrap it up, for the last question. Okay. If you could go back and tell our younger selves one thing, what would it be and why?
If I could go back and tell my younger self and your younger self, our younger selves one thing, I would tell our younger selves to just stop fighting. Just stop fighting. Like, we were fighting so much. For what reason? Like, just stop fighting. That's what I would say.
To rely on each other.
Yeah.
Because like life is gonna get so difficult, life is gonna get so hard. And, you know, it's already such a blessing to have like a sibling there.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that we were able to, because growing up, like you said, we kept fighting. So the fact they're able to get past that I don't even get mad if you're stealing my clothes.
Excuse me, you steal my clothes way more than...
No.
Yeah, that's not true.
No.
That's not true.
So the fact that we don't fight about that anymore, and we're a bit more like relaxed na, like...
Yeah.
And then like when it's you telling me to do stuff, making sugo here and there, usually I really hate that.
Hoy, that's not true, because you know what? Every time I sugo you don't pull through sometimes. But there are times like if you sugo me, you're like, bantay lang ako nila.
Bantay lang ka. If
You're like
you need
that.
something, I also won't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I would tell us like to rely on each other, because I remember mom and dad would always say this, like you both are all you have.
Yeah.
And others don't have that. And others even have like, I have a friend who'd be like, you know, you and Laela are so lucky that you guys are close.
Yeah.
Because my sister, she's like an evil sister to me. Like she would like, how some people describe their siblings are like really horrible people.
Yeah.
Would steal from them, would like, it's already big, heavy, like amounts of money, being in business, being involved, families, like involving their kids.
What do you think changed? What do you think changed that? Because we have come such a long way. What do you think
Me.
Why would you say you?
Because I feel like when I went back to being a Christian, when I went back to going to church,
Okay.
I feel like that changed a lot. Because I stopped focusing on things that didn't really matter na. And then I stopped holding grudges. Like, I remember when she did this and she did that. Like, but it's because I know you didn't do that because I didn't do this. It's like a domino effect that I'm blaming you for this, but you blame me for this. You blame me. So I stopped thinking about that. I was thinking, what can I do now? What can I do now? How can I focus on it now? That's why I would be so pissed sometimes when you'd bring up things. Remember you used to do this, remember? And I was like, that's why I'm not like that anymore. But you keep bringing it up. But also, so at some point, I was like, when someone you see, like, I'm already trying here.
Yeah.
But also, I also knew that these were pains I've caused.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I can blame growing up, I can blame this, I can blame that. But at the end of the day, it was me who chose to do that to you. It was me who chose to do that and act on those decisions, those thoughts. So it's pain that I've caused, and I can't expect you to just get over it.
Yeah.
So at some point, I was also like, bahala siya, she's like that, I'll just continue acting like this. So how do you feel? How do
So you
feel
admit?
now? I admit. I've always admitted that. I've always admitted that. No, I've always admitted that. I never claimed to be the goddess sister, a saint. I've never claimed to be that. I've always admitted that, yeah, I wasn't the best sister. But I also feel so bad about that. But now I also know that that was the case because these were happening to me.
Yeah.
So I also cannot just like invalidate those that happened to me. Like, okay, that may have happened. I may have done that, but it's because these were happening. These were going on. I didn't know how to deal with it.
I feel like something also, like going back to like the topic of being compared, I feel like something that really made me try to be the best in everything that I did, whether it was sports, academics, like that. I wasn't in competition with anyone else, not my classmates, not with you, not with my teammates, but with myself, like really pushing like how far I could go, or like the best version of myself that I can be, because like it was just so hard. Like you know that thing where it's like, for example, you're gonna play a sport and then they're picking out their teams and you're like the last person they're gonna call. I just hated that feeling. So that's why. And then there were times like growing up that you would do that to me. You were that person like wouldn't pick me to be your teammate like ever. And I would feel so bad because I would think like, oh my gosh, like do I really suck that bad? Like am I not like good at playing? Like even at home, like for example, we'd be playing with our neighbors. I wanted to be teammates with you. You'd just be like, ew, like oh, I don't want to be teammates with you, stuff like that. And it'll make me feel so bad. But then years later, you told me that it's because you already knew that we were gonna always be winning if we were teammates. But like growing up, I didn't know that. You genuinely would just be like,
so unfair.
You would just tell me like, ew, like we won't be teammates. Oh, ew. Like I felt like, wow, banga kay ko.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be my teammate. She doesn't want me here. Like that's how I would feel, because you told me years later now that it was because it's gonna be so unfair. We're gonna keep winning if we're on the same team, and then like our neighbors, like you know, like but you never told me that. So in my mind, I received it differently, and you told me that years later. So I feel like that's why even when it came to like everything, like when it came to sports especially, like I was really like so driven, making sure that like I played well. Like it wasn't about like being MVP or team captain, but it was just like really making sure that I was playing to my fullest potential.
So how do you feel? How do you feel now?
I feel good. I feel okay. I feel okay.
So do you want to say any last words? Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
No.
How about you?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So that's a wrap for today's episode, guys. As you can see, having a sister can be fun, messy, a little chaotic at times, but also it's just nice to have someone you could rely on.
Yeah.
So that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening in to Am I Cancelled Yet? And I hope I won't be cancelled after this. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.